I saw that the new Office series made a couple castings. The Office is my all-time favorite show, and I'm skeptical of the new one. Is not a reboot, but talk to me about why I should be more excited. I mean, I can't really sell you on why you should be more excited because I'm not particularly excited as of yet. On the one hand, the concept of The Office is entirely transferable, and that's there's one version starring John Krasinski and Steve Carell was an adaptation of an already loved British show. And then they shifted it over to a different country. It didn't really work in season 1 because they were just doing the British Office in the United States, and that doesn't work. And then for the second season, they went, no, we need to, let's make this for American audiences. And all of a sudden, it became this phenomenon that we're still talking about, that it just exploded and kept growing and growing and growing on Netflix even after it ended. It's a trend, and you can look up the Wikipedia page of all of the different countries where they've done The Office, and it's been a hit. I mean, I don't know, how it's doing in India or all these different places, but they've done it in different places, and it's been a hit in many different places because the basic concept of doing this pseudo-documentary contextualized to the absurdities of office culture in different countries, it works. It transfers. You can go anywhere you want with it, and for that exact same reason, it transfers over time. And when you go rewatch the first few seasons, probably the whole run of The Office, it's filled with extraordinarily dated references to very specific things from the time when it came out, because it was a pseudo-documentary about a very specific office in a specific place at a specific time. And it should be dated because it took place in 2005 through 2012 or 2013, whenever it ended. It should be dated. For all of those reasons, there is a version of it that could work now, and you update it to modern day office culture because it's new and different. The commentary is different now. The jokes are different now because it's a whole new generation of people, are the young office staff, are the middle management, and you're also in the post-COVID world to where working remotely is dramatically more common. A paperless world. There was the whole joke of the run of Scranton, Pennsylvania's Dunder Mifflin, and the transfer into a digital age that was so pivotal to that. We're way deep into that now. There's all these things you can do that are new and different. The Office, both the British one and the one in the United States, were also just kind of like these lightning in a bottle things where somehow lightning struck twice. Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant became legends. Steve Carell, John Krasinski have gone on to become huge talents. And Mindy Kaling, despite the fact that we're mad at her over Velma, has had a massive career. And so each of these shows just happened to discover a bunch of talent that just emerged in a way that, Rainn Wilson, another starred in movies, did all this incredible stuff. So much talent emerged out of them to a disproportionate degree, especially compared to their humble beginnings. They did not hire stars. They hired actors that had star potential. And it worked. And obviously, you can look at their careers. And when you're trying to recapture that, the decision-making that led them to success 20 years ago when they originally hired John Krasinski and Steve Carell, it changes, and you want a surefire hit, and you're trying to manufacture success, and you're like, all right, well, who can we hire that's a big name? You do all this stuff that compromises the purity that leads to true ingenuity. And that's, I think, what you're seeing even kind of with the MCU right now, to where it's a machine now. You're trying to manufacture success and repeat what you did before rather than doing what caused you to be successful before. So that's my fear with them doing it now. The concept is transferable. There's no reason why an Office reboot now couldn't be fantastic. But I don't think it will be. I don't think the lightning will strike again. I don't think you'll get that lightning in a bottle again. I don't think it'll happen. But the same way that I think that Back to the Future is a transferable idea that's new and interesting now versus when the original came out, The Office is new and interesting now with new commentary, new jokes that could work now if they do it right. Don't think they will. The showrunner from the OG US version is in charge, so there is that. There's some of that where I go, ooh, that could be good. But there was like 3 pivotal people in the creation of the original American Office that made it what it was, and several of them have gone on to other shows that I think are bad. Like some of them did Space Force that I think is bad. What makes you like this edgy, interesting, creative force in one phase in life, when you don't have success, doesn't necessarily mean it'll transfer to later in life. Sometimes you need new, fresh energy. The guy returning might be exactly what it needs. It could be exactly why it fails. And yet, you have a person that they were just really in touch with office culture in 2004. They just had their finger on the pulse in a way that they got it. That 20 years later, when you're 55, 60, whatever, however old the guy is, and you've had major success, that means you're no longer in the trenches with your finger on the pulse, can be exactly why you're detached all these years later. And I'm not saying that's the case, but like if they brought all the original people back, I would go, okay, maybe that's good, maybe it's bad. And if they had all new people, I could go, okay, maybe it's good to have fresh blood, new perspective, or maybe it's bad. Almost none of that changes my excitement because I just have to see it. I have to see a trailer. And did you get it? Did you figure it out? Or just feel like a lame rehash, a big studio project? Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.